first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I am right now in here taping off the arcade room because I got some new ideas today on how we're going to turn this into an arcade room, finish it off. Real quick, off topic. As you can see, I'm putting in the tape job right now. So we're going to be painting. I decided to paint this and the Titan technology and the ceiling at the same time. You know, save some time doing 38 on the top Black Widow, and then over here because we don't have a Titan ceiling screen yet. So we have one downstairs. So I have to do two of these. Did I make any more Titan technology? I mean, no, we got to make 38 Black Widow. We got to make more of it. So anyway, so I'm finishing taping this off, but just off topic real quick, I'm going to be changing the walls to different colors. We're going to be making our own paints for that because I just don't like what they have at Sherwin-Williams. I'm going to make my own colors that I want to do and do it that way. All right, so yeah, we got a big mixer downstairs. And then on top of that, we have, we can make our own color paints over here. Like I used to paint, so I used to know how to mix and blend different colors and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this room, but that's for another video. So we're going to start painting this one today. But let's get to talking about this. The reason why this has been coming up a lot in a ton of forum sites we've been in, the same question's been coming up. Why is it taking them so long to place orders? Everybody knows what it is. The reason why it's been taking CROW1176, or you can call him Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, PARTAY, AV, which we didn't have enough room in there to put everything in there. The reason why they've done a lot of fake demonstrations on our products, due to the fact is because they can't buy the product from us directly. Usually with them, they have to get it from a friend or they got it from somebody or a customer gave it to them. That's the story that they would use. That's their main story they would go to. Mostly that they got it from a customer. A customer didn't like the product, got upset with us, and decided to go in and give them the item to do the review against the product. That's the number one line they've been using the most. So understand this. These products we make are interesting. Like I said, our prices are not expensive. We don't compare ourselves to Jamie and Partay's paint at the end of the day. That's house paint. That's garbage at the end of the day. They can't back their products at all, number one. Number two, their products are matching house paint left and right, and they are afraid to have their products brought down here for testing because they know we're going to test it against house paint. We're definitely going to do all the stuff that they will not do in their demonstrations, and this is the reason why their products they refuse to ship out items. Would you be shocked on how much money we have actually sent to Jamie's banking account? Both of them. It's quite a lot of money we sent to him. So anyway, that's the reason why they cancel these orders. This is the reason why they fake orders, because their line of defense is basically, oh, we don't deal with scammers. If you don't deal with scammers, you don't get scammers invites, which you have done. That's something also too has been brought up quite a lot in these forum sites where these guys are going on and they're crying Karen. Especially Crow is definitely crying Karen, where he feels being harassed and this, that, and the other, and so forth and so forth. Well, you don't send invites to people if you know they're going to buy and test your products. Don't send them invites, which they have done. Both of them have done. One claims as he walks around his backyard that we canceled an order from him and that we sent him an email for the cursors, which we already showed the original email. It was sent to us of him carrying on. Very unprofessional. The second is, bottom line is that there's no receipts, no documents, no I can't PayPal cancellations, no form of server receipts, nothing at all, period, showing that any orders were canceled by us to Partay, not one. But when requesting over 60 times to both of these individuals to purchase directly from the website, no orders have ever been made. Keep in mind, these are two individuals that have never placed an order through our website. How do you make a claim that our product is so hard to get to begin with if you've never placed an order at all? See, that's one of the things. These are the things that are coming up. And not only that, with customers that are calling me, companies that are calling me, you guys are coming up quite a lot, and it's not good. The publicity that you are receiving is really bad. And the reason why you're receiving this bad publicity because it clearly shows that you have faked a ton of demonstrations on our products to slander our products, to make our products look bad because, number one, in fear, and number two, complete jealousy. I actually had this individual text me one time and say, "Oh, you must think you're God." Why would I think I'm God? Oh, because I can make so many products. No, I serve God. This is the reason why we have so much technology. If you did things the right way, maybe you would be blessed to have it also, but you don't. Your mind doesn't function that way. So, getting back on track here. So, the reason why they have not placed an order yet is due to the fact that if they bring in a real 100% 38 Black Widow, which is still here on the website, they bring it in, that screen, and I guarantee you, bar none, will wipe everything that they have in their apartment or home easily. This is a screen that took out not 18 over 18 certified screens without a problem, where other companies, big companies, refuse to send us sample sheets and go in fear of going next to a 38 Black Widow. So how is an everyday screen paint that these fellows who make that match clearly, one matched his wall in his theater room, the other one matched house paint, have never done any of the certified tests that we have done, no form of testing whatsoever that matches any of our products whatsoever, and yet they claim to have been able to make their screens so dark they're unwatchable. How do you explain that? How do you explain a massive 250-inch screen that displays outside with no problem, with screens all over the house that are picking up? Their only solution they have is, oh, it's got to be his camera settings. Funny that the individual came in and made this statement. Customer came in with a 1400 lumen projector displayed on a 100-inch screen, did it in a fully lit environment next to a window, where Fernando did the demonstration on a P2 projector of 3000 lumens, seeing 2 inches, probably about 2 inches, 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 inches from his screen, a laser 4K projector. He did this in the dark and the screen didn't pull up. And in his review, his honest review, as he claimed it was, that he's using settings on his camera. Then I guess everyone we have here and our page with all our customers' displays are all using the same camera settings we are. That sounds like a whole lot of paranoia, something a Karen would say. But as I said before, you've seen the receipts, you've seen the craziness. We're not going to go through all that because I'm a very busy man today. But again, these are the only individuals, like I said, the only way that these two can basically, and you can see their actions, fake accounts, unauthorized use of our logo, instance of making memes, curse words, and carrying on, very unprofessional. But still, yeah, all that, still no orders have been made. And we have requested for them to both buy directly from the website. How much money did I transfer to CROW and PARTAY? I made 16 orders through CROW. 2 of those were PayPal orders that we have won in our favor. The first one was, he sent us down black paint. That's sad. When you can't even send your product down, and I'm talking about through a confirmation, all this was recorded through a confirmation to send this item down. And then this fellow has the nerve to call me and contact me, let me know I'm on a live stream, to have me recorded saying, yeah, sure, you can come down and get the paint. Buy the paint right off the website. No problem at all. But while you're doing this, don't forget the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. We need you to do all of those live on camera, which he agreed to. Hasn't done it yet. And also, too, we have requested the Network Gray 773. This is where we found the other videos a month later. And in these videos, again, I don't need to explain how embarrassing they were. They are extremely embarrassing. Instagram right now, where my numbers are coming in extremely heavy, they're all saying the same thing. We don't see a difference at all. But for some reason, this man, for some reason, sees a difference. We don't know. We don't have time to get into that. We already know the whole story behind that one. He has a history of going back from 2 years back of the bare silver screen of repeating the exact same bamboozle nonsense. All right, so let's move on from there. So orders, no, they have not placed any orders yet. This is after Jamie has contacted my house. Jamie, Fernando Gonzalez, has contacted my house asking and requesting for confirmation of an order which you have never ever placed. Just to give you an example how easy it is to place an order, gentlemen, I went into your account, Fernando, placed an order for the Cinemax, which you sat on the order because you cannot ship it out. You can never let that product land here, and I'll tell you why, because we will test his product. The test demonstrations that they're doing on their products are completely false. Number one, high-powered, overpriced, expensive projectors to make the products look good. Even I've heard him say in this video, the reason why the P2, because it has a 2 million to 1 contrast ratio, something they must depend on. The ability to pull more colors. This is something that they need high-end projectors for. And the fact that they depend on ultra short throws, because again, an ultra short throw projector will sit literally on top of a screen. Even in the promo demonstration of the P2 is a complete fail, because that projector was not designed to be used in such a dark environment all the time. That's not what they were going for when it came to the advertisement of that product. We did that in a promo demonstration. So number one, their demonstrations are completely falsified and fake. That's the reason why they cancel orders, because they don't want the products coming down here due to the fact that they're afraid that we're going to run them through the real test. They're not going to have the luxury of an expensive projector. They're not going to have the luxury of dark environments. They're not going to have any of that. So that's the reason why they have to go in and they don't want the products coming here. Now, all the other customers I've seen with their products, pretty much the same thing. I've seen them in there with same dark environments, and even with some of them that try to display in fully lit environments, the screens were just completely washed out. The exact same reaction we would get from house paint. House paint does the exact same thing. Now, getting back to also making a statement there on why their orders have been canceled out every time they come here. Now, both of them will try to use the excuse. Well, actually, I haven't heard it from PARTAY, but I have heard it from CROW quite a lot, where they'll make these claims that they'll say that, we don't deal with scammers, but yet you don't deal with scammers, but yet you sent us an invite to buy, and we purchased from you over 16 times. So how much money did we transfer actually to CROW's account? Well, we did a little add up here. We sent over to CROW $1,360, 16 times 85. PARTAY was sent over $700. 4 of them were $160 for his kit, and one was a $40 sample and a $20 sample. We spent you over almost close to $2,000, both of y'all. $2,000 combined together, $2,000 we sent to y'all, and you returned every dime of that money back to my account because you are afraid because your products don't work. You know what will happen when your products land here. They will go through all the testing that you have lied and cut corners when it came to your customers. Telling your customers that they're going to get this amazing image, that's coming from a P2 projector. That's not coming from your screen paint at all, period. This is why when we've requested a 1-year swap out, and the 1-year swap out challenge was to show that they do not have to rely on high-end projectors to make their screen look good. Both of them have refused to do this challenge. Yet downstairs, we have a 600 by 800 720p ViewSonic projector. Mind you, gentlemen, my projector sits back 18 feet from my screen. My screen's bigger than yours, 127 and 1610. Take some more light because I sit in a bay of windows. You guys sit tucked away in little corners. We've already went through that already. So that's how much money we sent to you guys. And you put that money back into my account because, again, you know that we're not going to baby you with a high-end projector. We're not going to stick you in a dark environment. You will be down in the max zone, and you do not want to be down there. Whew. Now, let's go into basically explaining to why we won't be seeing any more reviews from these fellows. And the reason why is because, again, from doing all these fake demonstrations of mixing our products with black paints and trying to make our products like something that they're not, they are now been requested over 60 times to order directly from the website to do a proper review. They have not placed any orders. You know how long it's been? We're almost going into a month, and they have not placed an order yet. The reason why I wanted to place the order for the Cinemax, because we knew the money was going to be put back to our account. Either he was going to hold, like I said, sit on the money, as he usually does, or he's going to return the money back to our account. We knew this was going to happen automatically, but it was to represent and show to them how easy it is to place an order. That you should not be going on for almost near a month that you have not placed an order yet. And we are still waiting for you to place the order. Everybody else's orders have been coming through, but no problem. We are still waiting for you guys to place your orders. It's almost like taking forever. All right, so this is the reason why they can't do reviews, is why their demonstrations were fake. And this is the reason why Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, which we know who you are and where you lay. This is why he's being slapped with multiple lawsuits. Few of the lawsuits he's going to be hit with, one of them for slandering our products. This is also proof that will be used in court that we have requested you multiple times to come in and buy the original product and you have refused. Why would someone refuse to do a review if they had done the review multiple times? You have been requested to buy a 38 Black Widow. You have not bought a 38 Black Widow. You have not bought the gunmetal, none of it at all. And the 38 still sits on the site waiting for you to place your order. This is the reason why you both cannot do these demonstrations. Now, for the other ones who have been doing these fake demonstrations, keep in mind, I have not forgot about you. I told you, you will be taken care of. And trust me, you have my word. You will be. Through my interesting financial change, which is about to come soon, I will make sure that you are pursued. Trust me, we will find out where you are at. It's going to cost a bit, but it's definitely worth it. But anyway, moving on. We also suggest Solid Walker 5. I think that's your name right there. Yeah, we will have your whereabouts very soon. So trust me, you'll be getting served shortly. Don't worry about it. We'll have you taken care of because you also did a demonstration showing our product coming up darker than it was supposed to be. And again, we are also too requesting you to buy directly off the website. We will actually be, I don't know, we're going to be looking around for you. Hope you don't open up a website. Don't, he's probably going to open up a website and try to sell products. I hope you don't, because like I said, easier way for us to track you. But either way, we'll have you served. And keep in mind, all you individuals who have slandered my product, we're coming for you. So you know that. I told you that before I go into the mainstream, before I go corporate, that I was going to get loose ends wrapped up. I didn't tell you what was going to happen and how it was going to happen, but yeah, we're going to start gathering you guys up who have been doing these fake demonstrations against our products and bringing you into court one by one. That's why it pays not to do dumb stuff at the end of the day. So you're going to have to prove in court to my attorneys, and they're quite good, and I hope you have good attorneys, but you're still going to have to prove how that product is going to look like such and so over the witnesses that we have, customers and people we have contract with, our own demonstrations and stuff like that, how our product is supposed to come up this dark image that no one can see. You're going to have to back that up. If not, you're going to be hit with a whopping heavy lawsuit, which is not going to be in the 50 or 60 or $100,000 range. We are going to hit you extremely hard. You will not get a crease or whatever decease order from us. That is not going to happen. We're going to straight bring you into court, file a lawsuit, and take you apart. All right, good luck. That's for the rest of you guys who've been doing some dirty knocks against us. Good luck. You're going to need it. Trust me. I've been to court multiple times for things like this, for people doing dumb stuff against us. And again, I have seen the reaction of what people go through, and it is not pretty. You will see exactly what they look like in court. Some of them even break down and cry. I've watched it happen. But anyway, that's life. Just learn a lesson. Just don't touch people's stuff at the end of the day. Now, for those you're sitting there saying, well, you're making this paint right here, that's basically copyright infringement. No, it's not, especially when you show people how to make the product on YouTube. This is exactly what this video is. Him actually showing you how to make the product, which strange enough actually matched multiple versions of his product and also gave us the ability to actually make his product from making this simple mix right here. Now, again, that's neither here nor there. Let's move on. As for the orders, we are still waiting. This will be the final request I will give you to. Any way you to justify whatever you have done, you're going to need to make that order today. Doesn't mean I'm not going to take it to court and sue you. I'm definitely going to take it to court and sue you, but still, for you to save some kind of face of you calling yourself doing proper reviews against people's products, pretty much that's been tainted. That's out the door. That's done. I'm willing to bet, and like I said, this has nothing to do with it, but I'm willing to bet if they can go back to your website has the same scammy nonsense on it right now. I guarantee it does. I guarantee it has not changed anything on the site. Not a thing. Nothing. No shipping policy. Not a thing. Nothing at all. Period. And if people have been going through your site, there are a lot of people been going through a site to see what we're saying is actually true. And they've been coming back saying, what the freak did I just read? It's a mess over there. It's a complete mess. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. The topic is what we're talking about is why these individuals haven't placed orders yet. And we all know why you haven't placed orders. Because again, and it's going to be very hard to explain to people how a 38 Black Widow levels your stuff. How that screen is putting up such a bright image and it just washes out your product. You know you cannot beat that product. You know you can't, in no way whatsoever. And that's the reason why we told you to buy the product directly from us, because we knew that you weren't going to place the order. We knew that already from the door. We gave you the opportunity to buy it. And still, you haven't placed, neither one of you placed any order. Even when PARTAY sat there walking around his back here talking about, oh, he canceled the order on me. Guess what? The puss canceled. Be careful what you say, because it could come back to bite you in the face. What did you say? Be careful. The puss canceled. But don't worry, Ken. We're going to have your product sooner or later. You don't have to wait sooner or later. You can buy it right now, PARTAY. We've already requested CROW. Would you like me to start pushing CROW to the corner, because we've already asked him multiple times, and lean my attention towards you on requesting you to buy the product directly, because you literally went in your backyard and said that we canceled an order, but yet you have no receipts showing any orders being canceled. Still waiting to see these canceled orders. Still haven't seen them yet. Let's turn you to the side for a minute. We have to go to our other accounts. So we're still waiting to see from him, because again, he said he was going to get this item. He mentioned it. I'm going to get this item, and yet we see no orders at all yet. But when we go to place an order through PARTAY, and we had the recordings to match, not only did he cancel orders, but he got to a point where it got so frustrating for him that he decided to pull his entire marketplace. He literally deleted his marketplace from his website because he was afraid of us getting the third order. Matter of fact, when we placed the order for the Vega, the first time we placed it for the order, he locked his shopping carts. Soon after the order went through, he shut down the shopping carts for at least 2 months. Our shopping carts were not open. Well, we had to go in multiple times, and we had to request to him if he could open the shopping cart so we can finish placing orders for his products, which he ignored and refused to do. The interesting about PARTAY's orders, besides CROW, PARTAY sat on one order. And then after he sat on one order, all the rest of the money went through because he couldn't use PayPal. It didn't work for him too well. He tried to sit on the order. Now, mind you, when we go through PayPal, we're going to call them the two Karens. The two Karens will sit there and cry on camera and say, oh, he wanted his money back. He didn't want it. We have, keep in mind, as you're making this statement, we have 15 canceled orders on you. So we all know from the door you canceled orders. So don't even try to use the Karen call. But the fact that we requested from PayPal for your item, not your money. We said it multiple times. We didn't want the money, we want the item. You had 10 days to show us a tracking number. Both of you have given us back our money before the 10 days. A day after the order went through, you already put that money back in our account that fast, which showed you didn't even make an effort to even put the order out. Clearly shows that you did not want the item coming here to begin with. Y'all don't think when y'all speak. That's the problem. You don't think when you speak. But like I said, we don't have to go in and make this stuff up. We have evidence, tons of evidence on you guys, both of y'all. I don't have to lie. I don't have to make memes. I don't have to do any of that stuff to show that you guys practice bad business. We have all this against you. Bad customer service, curse words, carrying on. You even did that with your company email. So you sent me a bunch of curse words and really nasty remarks on your own company email that is attached to all your receipts. Can you make this up? They're refunding money right back to the account. Now, PARTAY was very interesting. PARTAY transferred, as I said before, was such afraid. This is a man who walked around his back here telling me how we were afraid of him. Yeah, we know what kind of person you are at the end of the day. You're the kind of neighbor that barks a lot. But the minute somebody steps over your gate to deal with you, you run in the house and call 911. I know your type. I've seen your type many times. That's what kind of person you are. You talk a lot of trash, but the minute someone climbs over that gate to lay hands on you, you run in the house, barricade yourself in and call 911 and start screaming victim. Classic Karen. That's what you are. So he sent this nonsense a while back. And this nonsense he sent to us, he completely curses us out, so and so and so. If I mention his name, so and so and so, I'll mention your name all I want at the end of the day. And you won't do jack about it. I know your type. It's been months and you still haven't done any of these threats you claimed you were going to do. But this will be used against you in court. One of the things, gentlemen, you have to learn, 2 things can be held against you. Actually, 3 things. Video can be held against you if there's no audio. But the number 1, 2 things that are solid evidence in court is email and text messages. And this is what you sent to us. Now, interesting about this individual, he claims to be this such. You're none of that. You're a pussycat. That's what you are. I'm calling what it is. You are a pussycat. You're afraid to put your address in because you're scared because we'll find out where you live at. I have no problem with putting my address in. I put my address in 6 times into your account. You know where I live at. The problem is that, not a problem, but you're scared to let us know where you live at. But don't worry about that. This is why we hire these cyber investigators. That's what their jobs are, to track down and figure out what we need to know to go to the next procedure of bringing him into court. Not for the email, for something else he did. So in this email right here, he goes into his rant. This is a rant that he went into. And mind you, as him and PARTAY, and it's a shame him and CROW, these are grown men with families at the end of the day. Think about this. They both he sat in this dark apartment, talking about how somehow I canceled this make-believe order. And in this make-believe order, I got angry and I sent them out this vicious email. And they doctored and changed certain things in the email to make it look like it came from me. Gentlemen, you are not intelligent at the end of the day. And this is the reason why I don't like to call people stupid, but there's no other way to explain it. You do know when Hotmail basically sends you an email, it doesn't start off with you, unless your name is you in the email. It will start off with what your email is. This is the actual real email that came from PARTAY. So all that information, there's a lot of information missing. We went through that video already. We showed you what they did in the video. Tried to docker and fake an email. But this came from you. Not only what you didn't think about is when you sent the email, it is attached to your company's email, which is also in every last one of your receipts. We can get you on terroristic threats alone. You said you're going to slap me with a lawsuit. You didn't slap me with jack. I'm the one slapping you with a lawsuit. See how funny how things turn around so quickly? You said that I canceled an order. We got documents of you canceling orders left and right. Didn't work out too well for you, did it? So this was sent to us, let me see, last year. A lot of caps in there. He seems to be an extremely angry person. But don't worry, we'll get that fire put out real quick. I've seen your kind of court too. You're a beggar, and I guarantee you're going to beg the judge to be very lenient on you, on bottom line, on what you're going to be hit with that in that lawsuit. You're going to make requests that you don't have the money, you can't pay it. Now here comes the sob story. You got to help this. No, we don't want to hear any of that whatsoever. If you were man enough to come in here and write this nonsense to me and do some other things that you weren't supposed to do at the end of the day, then you are man enough to go to court and take the punishment that will be dealt to you. We do not want to hear the excuses. We don't want to hear the crying and whining. We don't want to hear it. You were given plenty of time. But this is the nonsense that was sent to us. Now, this is where he didn't think too well. As he wrote all this in, he put his information at the bottom. You ever heard of self-snitching? You ever seen that show, I Almost Got Away with It, where people do the dumbest things? I mean, no, world's dumbest criminals, stuff like that. There you go. This is where he literally sent the email with all his information attached to it. He canceled those accounts, by the way, to make it look like the accounts don't exist. If you cancel the accounts, it doesn't make a difference if they don't exist or not. They're right here on the email that can be used against you in court. And you asked me to test you. I did test you 6 times, and you put the money back in my account. And not only did you put the money back in my account, you pulled an entire marketplace down to keep me from ordering your product. Where's this lawsuit you're supposed to be hitting me with? You took a lot of trash. But I've seen your kind in court many, many times. These are what they're going through the complete sob story. Oh, they make up all kinds of stuff. Don't worry about it. It'll be quick and fast and over with. No time at all. That one will go quickly. All right, let me see what we got going on here. So these are PARTAY's canceled orders right here. Now, when we had no interest in, we didn't even know who this guy was at the end of the day, but he chose to follow behind CROW's destructive parade. And in the process, he went through this for messing with us, which means I called your bluff. I'm not one to play around. I'm not going to cancel an order. You can play YouTube. It extends to you also. We're waiting for you to place an order also. As you said that you're trying to get our items so badly, well, I've given you the invitation to buy. Either two things. You know the product's going to get there. It's going to wipe your stuff quick, which we know they're already from the door, or you're afraid to put that address in. That's what it comes down to. Like I said, little puppy behind the fence. Pretty much that's what it is. Another refund from you. Now, interesting with Fernando and the address, because he goes into this whole rant about classic Karen. The whole rant about, oh, he posted my address. First of all, your customer posted your address. That's what they did. We got that from a customer. Just like the screen paint, we're showing you how it's made out of black and white paint. That was on your YouTube account, because clearly that is the inside of your house. And that was given to us by a customer. So whatever you did, the way you carry on, and I'm not surprised. The same nasty attitude you have toward us is the same nasty attitude you show toward others. He's a little afraid because, like I said, he angered some very, very, very interesting people. And I'm going to leave it at that. And Instagram. Even one of the people that I was doing business with that basically came in to purchase your product. And he sat there and said, you're lucky I'm an older man. Because if it was many years back, this would have went a different way. That's the problem. And this is what CROW does. He goes in, he rants, he makes up fake accounts and carries on and acts up and goes through this whole entire ordeal. And he triggers off people and gets them upset. He says every nasty thing you could possibly think of under the sun to these people, even talking about their families and all kinds of crazy stuff. But you were hiding behind the fact that no one knew where you lived at. Now, you ticked off somebody over there. Someone got triggered, whatever you did, and they imposed the entire address. Everything was up there. Finding out that the customer actually posted a picture of our product next to that dark environment, whatever screen that was you had in there, every area was dark, and the customer came in, your customer came in and gave us a likes. He liked our screen. Isn't that interesting? Feels like Mr. Bird. Talk is cheap. Yeah, no, talk is cheap. It is cheap. Let me turn to the side real quick. Talk is very cheap. Let's go get some evidence here for you. Now, this is your work, right? See how dark the environment is? Again, your product doesn't work. House paint reacts the exact same way, but this is your product right here. Now, apparently, he must have gone in and contacted this person, because the reason why you went in and contacted this person, because that piece of paper is no longer there anymore. It's gone, which means you contacted this person. These are key features we know is your address. Now, he may get there on camera later and say, no, it's not my address, so-and-so. No, buddy, you're done. A buddy of mine who does background checks found you. He was able to track your address. He found your apartment complex and everything. We know where you're at. Now, understand this. A few reasons why we know it. We definitely know. Besides that, we definitely know it's you because of that. But before that, number one, when I threw that information out to him and we were on a chat and I threw it out to him, I said, look, boom, here's your address. Boom, automatically, all the messages, everything stopped. Went into a complete halt. He didn't send anything back over because we had your address. And now all these question marks are popping up, trying to figure out, how did he get this information? Well, we got the information. I explained to you. He said, well, the first thing when people, if you post an address, the first thing they'll say is, oh, I don't live there. That's a friend's house. That's my brother's house. They'll deny that address right there. He didn't deny it. He went in and came at us saying, oh, I'm going to file a complaint against your YouTube account. Well, why would you file a complaint against my YouTube account if the address is not real? We have it recorded of him actually saying it. So why in the world would you feel the need to file a complaint with YouTube toward us for posting that address if the address is not real. That's where you messed up. That's why I said confirmed at the bottom. You let us know. You confirmed it. That's why I went back to the guy, paid him money, because I'm going to pay him money. We need to do something here. Track that address down. Where's that building at? Find it for me. And your building was bought up. Now, again, luckily, I'm not like you at the end of the day, because the dirty stuff that you do, we don't practice that. We don't practice that kind of nonsense. I know those individuals you triggered off in the room. I could easily go, hey, buddy, you want to find this guy? Here's his address right here. Go get him. Easily could go do that. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't practice that kind of stuff. I'm not you at the end of the day. Thank goodness I'm not you at the end of the day. I'm a better man than you at the end of the day. I don't do stuff like that. That information that we have logged on file, you can delete all you want. We have copies of it. Those are for the attorneys to serve you whatever the freak they want to serve you at the end of the day. And that's for me to issue a warrant for your arrest for the terroristic threats and all the other nonsense you did, which I'm going to be processing soon. That is for a fraud that you committed when you shipped me over black paint, committing mail fraud. We have your address now. We'll start the process and the paperwork of basically getting that taken care of. I have some very special friends at the post office that will be taking care of that also. You have gotten yourself in a lot of hot water. So again, we're better off just mind your own business, as I said before. Now, getting back to the customer. This is a customer who posted the item. Real nice guy. Was on his Facebook page. He's a cool dude. Went in and posted. Yeah, we laughed at this because, again, your environment should never be that dark. Ever. Now, if you're watching a movie, knock yourself out. But not for just regular shows. No. The sad thing about it is the customer really didn't know what real screen paint looked like at the end of the day, and we had to show him. This is what real screen paint looks like. This is ambient light rejection technology. This is the fellow, nice dude, posted your work right here. And this like at the bottom is by your customer. Your customer liked the work. Because he can see that this stuff right here, he's stuck in the dark. That's the best, that's the brightest he could have that environment without the screen washing out. That's it. When we're outside at 150 inches displaying on a 720p projector. This is why I told you at the end of the day, we get a lot of his customers. We get a lot of his customers will come over here and buy from us. Because they'll try his product out, they get there, they'll turn the lights on, the screen will wash out, color will wash out, contrast levels don't pick up. And the reason why they don't pick up is because they're using a, number one, gray screen paint, which is outdated. Number two, you're embellishing your demonstrations by using high-end projectors to make your products look like something that they're not. That is on a 720p projector that costs us $270. You do demonstrations on these high-end, expensive projectors to make your products look good. That's what you do. And then when the customer gets it back to their place, they can't get the same reaction. And the reason why they can't get the same reaction because of faking the demonstrations. I want to check out something real quick. Oh, we got to go answer all this. Our page is boosted on that one. We posted something in there. I'm going to check out something real quick. This is me last day. This is a demonstration we posted yesterday on YouTube. You see my hits at the bottom? Yeah, I told you other channels we score higher because we have, like I said, we have amazing customers on our YouTube. I'm not saying YouTube isn't great. We have amazing customers, but again, we use YouTube for advertising. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to go off topic, but I just wanted to show you that real quick. That is the lightning, not the clouds. Those are the clouds we posted yesterday on our Instagram account over there. And then our numbers blew up over at really quick. I like to show these off. Our numbers blew up over at whatchamacallit, over at over in a couple of forum sites. They love the lightning ceiling. We gotta actually put that over on TikTok too. TikTok also too loves those lightning ceilings. But anyway, so let's get at it. I got things to do because I got to get at it. I got much to do. I got to finish taping off my ceiling. We got to make 3 gallons of the Titan. It ain't available yet. We got that going, some of that going over to the tester today. So this is tester. We have to do the short throw demonstration on that. If it doesn't rain today, we'll be outside. We're going to be packing off 2 customer screens. So they're done and out the door. But other than that, you guys do fake demonstrations. We know you do. You do fake demonstrations because we know that the reason why we have so many canceled orders on both of y'all, because you know you're not going to have the perks and the luxury of having dark environments and overpriced projectors to make your product look good. You're going to have to go through the same testing our products go through. If your products are supposed to be better than ours, we don't see why you cancel orders. If you can handle the same tests our screens can go through, but you can't. And that's the reason why all this money was returned back to our accounts. As for them placing orders, nah, they're not placing any orders at all. They have to buy directly through us. And if they haven't purchased by now, they're never going to purchase. And that's not going to happen. That happening would be like him going in his backyard and painting in a 300-inch screen with 2 quarts of paint. We know that's never going to happen. That is never going to happen. He can't do that. He knows it's not going to happen. Again, we already went through the whole math thing. He's not good at math at all, period. And for people to sit there and say, well, I'm not good at math. It's an easy mathematics. It's so easy. You should know. People should know this. How do you not know how many quarts go into a gallon? How do you not know that? Your kids know that. I'm not saying to him. Those who are watching this, your kids know this. If you literally do not know that how many quarts go into a gallon, that is a huge, major red flag that maybe this might not be the business for you, because you do have to measure gallons and ounces. And man, like I said, once you get into the metric system, whew, man, that's a whole other story right there by itself. If you can't add up a simple 4 quarts into a gallon and you have to do the metric system, are you kidding me? That is not going to go well. So how are you even dealing with companies at the end of the day? It's so many ways to go with this. I swear, people who saw that demonstration was like, you know what? I'm not even going to comment on this. This is way too easy. I'm not even going to go there. He should definitely know that at the end of the day. But that's neither here nor there. It just starts off like, I can't figure out how. But anyway, yeah. Because when you're making paint, when you know that you put 4 quarts, oh my goodness, you can even Google that information at the end of the day. It's just so easy knowledge to learn. It's like actually watching a YouTube tutorial on how to make toast. It's so easy. But let's not go down there because, man, that causes me to scratch my head sometimes. Like, what the freak? What the heck? How in the world did he come up with that 2, 4? And where? But anyway, let's move on. So yeah, at the end of the day, no, they're not going to order anything from us. And the reason why they can't order anything from us and the reason why they can't do a review against our products, and again, like I said, because when a 38 Black Widow comes there, it's going to crush your stuff. Both of y'all. It's going to level your stuff like it doesn't even exist. And that proves at the end of the day that all those demonstrations that you were doing on your channel, you were committing fraud. You were slandering our company. You were trying to make our products look good because out of fear and jealousy. And now all this is coming to light. And we're still waiting for you to place your order. You still have until the end of the month. And the fact that it's taking you this long, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. You should have had this the minute I said it. You should have had this. You should have placed that order the minute I said it. Didn't take me long, did it? All I needed was one request from him. Oh, can you go by? We didn't need a request in the day, but you sent it anyway. We got, and for those of you who've been asking us, well, how did you get the request? We got the request because we had someone over there buying the product for us. We had it coming in. We got one of them in here. We had it coming in. The thing is that Crow got so scared and so paranoid. There's a house paint right there. Look at that. Try to say that doesn't match house paint. Please give me a break. You got to stop it. That match house paint. Tony Love's only funny. Made his products. That product right there, that product, we bought that. We got that from a customer, shipped that to us right there. UV Mix right over there. We got that right there. Ordered that too. Let me see. No more demonstration of his product matching house paint. Again, that's pretty bad. This right here, this is where he lost another. I got to print the other one out too. He lost another PayPal claim, sent this black paint inside the package. Yeah. When they get done with you, you won't be to ship anything to the United States Postal Service. You know what happens when you get convicted of mail fraud? What happens? Yeah, you get some heavy penalties with that one. And that's with the U.S. government. But he actually signed the package and sent this black paint and lost your claim right there, showing that we did take you to whatever this is right here with PayPal. They have their kind of law, whatever. I asked them, could we use it in court? They said yes. But bottom line is you lost. Right here, this is the package I showed you that we got from the customer. That's how the email started. because this customer got the first one, and then he went in and he went to go get the Cinemax, and Crow, being paranoid, went in and started sifting through his order. I don't know if he was sifting through your orders. I don't know how you found that to begin with. You must not have many orders. How did you find? That's another thing too. He bought up. He's like, how the freak? If he had all these orders, how would he have figured out? Because we have people sometimes order twice, and we don't even know it sometimes. So we'll go through orders and go, oh shoot, this guy ordered twice from us. Okay, whatever, ship it out. Yeah, how did you even know that fast, that quick? Unless you don't get that many orders at the end of the day, and you were able to find that even faster. That's the only way. Because I was like, how would he have picked him up if you just weren't getting anything in? But anyway, it is what it is. He wants to make his product something that's popular. He don't sell nothing at the end of the day. I'm not trying to be rude here, but he don't. Because how in the world would you be able to pick up that order? If you get tons and tons, 15 or 16 orders, you're saying you're getting a day, 30 or 80 a day. How would you be able to find that order that quick as a duplicate that ordered twice? So anyway, this is the order right here we got right here from the customer. When we tried to get the second one in with the Cinemax, Crow went in and canceled the order and also cursed this guy out, calling him some nasty stuff at the end of the day. You don't know how to treat people right. That's why you're afraid about us having your address now. But again, don't worry about that. I'm not you at the end of the day. I don't do stuff like that. We got your address. We showed it off because we saw it. We found that somebody posted. I'm like, who the freak posts an address? And you came up, and that's where you popped up at. But you don't see me posting your address to my website. Don't do that kind of stuff. You don't see me making fake Instagram accounts and posting your address. We don't do that stuff. You don't see me changing out my, I want to get the header or whatever you have for YouTube, posting your address. No, we don't do that kind of stuff. That's not the kind of person. You do that kind of stuff. That's you. That's what separates me from you. You're a child. I'm a man. I don't do that kind of stuff. I know how to do my business. Anything that we go against Fernando or PARTAY against, and PARTAY, you got to be up here too. PARTAY's not up here because we need to buy PARTAY's product. We need to find this product. It's fake. I'm not so much interested in getting Crow's product. We already had it here. We've had so many unboxings on this stuff. It's not even funny. We're more interested in PARTAY's. We never had his stuff down here before for testing. And he fought really hard. I mean, Crow fought extremely hard for his products not to land down here. But PARTAY, he didn't waste any time. He was dropping that money back on our account too fast. He didn't want that product coming down here at all. We need to get that product down here. Because I have something called African Gray, and the other one's called Software Gray. I guarantee you it's going to blend your product. Actually, it's the same color your wall is in your theater room. We got someone to make that for us, because I got to see this. I got to see this multi-complex, he says, that you put it together to build the screen. We're going to do this. We're going to do this demonstration. We're getting that product here. We only need one of them. We just need one. We don't need the rest of them, just one. I need to see this stacking building system he claims is supposed to work, because we've asked him several times to do this demonstration. He just refuses to do it. So I don't know what the problem is. What is the problem with you doing that demonstration? Can you show us a difference? I mean, I would rather have you show us a difference than us going and do it for you, because you don't want us to do it for you. Here we go. Here's the information for the blacklist, so you can see all that information. And this is a YouTuber. Boy, he could not have hit the nail any cleaner on the hammer, who sat there and said that no, YouTuber didn't like Crow. CROW1176 cannot be trusted due to the fact. Oh yeah, this is the one where he got mad. We sent over the the link. So he says, say goodbye to your channel blank. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here, buddy. Saying you talk a lot of trash. Right here. This is where we found his information. We posted and sent it to him. This is your customer. And for some reason he contacted the customer because the address is no longer there anymore. So it's gone. So he must have contacted him, say, hey, look, can you remove that? So and so and so, blah, 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 blah. Don't make a difference. We got copies. I'll make copies of everything. Okay. We need this whole thing right here for this other one right here. Put this in real quick, because I got to finish taping up, and I got to make paint. I got a paint demonstration to do today. But we're still waiting. This is what it's all about. It's about waiting on, we got to the end of the month. We're done. Because we've given you more than enough time. You had more than enough time to place those orders. And the fact you have not placed those orders yet clearly shows that you cannot back your product. Not only can you not back your product when we place orders from you, but at the end of the day, your demonstrations were all fake. Every demonstration you did, you mixed with black paint and you try to make our products look bad. If you have done reviews on our products multiple times, as you said, and it does exactly what you said, why are we waiting so long for you to place an order? Why are you afraid? Both of y'all. And that other one called Silent Walker, whatever your name is, guess what, buddy boy? We're going to put that same request for you too, for you to buy directly from the website. You also, anyone we track down today, and we're going to be looking for you today. We're not going to post. This is not going to be posted at all. We're going to be looking for you today. Anybody we find that's out there doing a false demonstration against our product, claiming to be something that is not, we're going to give you that request. But we also, too, are going to be sending your YouTube channel. We're going to contact YouTube's legal department. Unlike you, Crow, you go in and you type. We have lawyers for that. I don't go into PayPal's legal department, blah, blah, blah. You know how long it takes to go through that nonsense at the end of the day? It's a freaking headache over there. We have lawyers go through that. They do much. They for some reason, much more bigger impact when you have an attorney pop over into their legal department and say, hey, look, I'm representing so and so and so. And they hear representing, yeah, now we got your attention, because two things are going to happen. Either you're going to remove this once we win the case, and that's not going to be a problem. Once we win the case and we go in, then we go after platforms. And I got a lot of platforms I plan to hit at the end of the day. A lot of them are going to be sued. You got an option here. You wipe them clean off the platform, or we file a class action lawsuit for you supporting someone who slandered our company, which we want to clear in a lawsuit, and we'll sue you from there. And I think they're going to drop you. They're definitely going to drop you. See, it's a strategy behind it all. Go to court, clean your clock, come back with a judgment, take that judgment. We go to the sheriff's department, auction off your stuff, whatever we want at the end of the day, because, again, we want a court order on you. We're good. You violated this, you violated that, copyrights and all that stuff. And YouTube has a thing about copyrights. And at the end of the day, we can go to YouTube and say, hey, look, this guy basically slandered our product on our platform. We won this lawsuit, so and so and so. You got an option here. Your option can remove him, completely off the site, or we file a class action lawsuit against you. Which one you want? Yes, sirree. Gotta know how to do things. Let's put this information right here at the bottom. Now, this is a YouTuber who didn't like how Crow did the Luxi, I think it's Luxi, Luxini, I think that's what it is, screen, and he clearly states it so well. Best way I've ever seen anybody put it. And he sits there and says that, yes, this individual will do deceitful stuff to make his products look good in order to make everybody else's look bad, which he did to us multiple times. And it's funny because we asked him to buy the original item from us, and he's scared to do it, both of them. So again, like I said, if it's something you've done multiple times and we're supposed to be scammers and all these things you say at the end of the day, why is it taking so long to process the order? I have sent around, almost close to around 16 times 85. I sent you down $1,360 out of my money. You put right back into my account. PARTAY, I sent you down $700. You put back onto my account. What's the problem, gentlemen? And you have never ordered from my company. Never, ever, ever placed an order. But I placed an order through your company. No, I can't say it's a company. I say hobby. I placed an order through your hobbies many, 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 many times. So what's the problem? Even showed Fernando Gonzalez how to go in, or Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, how to go in and place an order, how it's done. And he showed me how to be scared and sit on an order and refuse to ship it out. That's what he showed me. Which we got the money back either way. I told you I was going to get the money back on the account. We're just going in there just to show you that, explain to him how easy it's done. What's the hold up? We're still waiting. No, please don't let me put a digital clock next to a post. So that's not going to look good for you. We're still waiting. Where's the orders at, gentlemen? Come on now. What's the problem? You've done all these reviews against our products. You basically were telling people that our products were fake and we're scammers and all this stuff at the end of the day, and we're still waiting for you to place these orders. Where's your orders at? I can't wait until the judge asks you that question. Did Mr. Bird come to you and ask you several times to place orders through his website? What was the holdup? Oh, I've got to hear this one. This is going to be a fun day in court. Now, for Jamie, who thinks that, oh, well, you know, it's just, trust me, buddy, we're building a case. Again, I want criminal charges against you. I want a warrant for your arrest. That's what I want. And now we have someone to serve the warrant to. Don't do dumb stuff. We got some stuff on Jamie that's pretty bad. We got terroristic threats, death threats, all kinds of stuff. And all the emails, fake emails he designed, we hired someone to trace where they're coming from, right back to your address, right on that receipt. That's where everything was coming from. So we have a lot of stuff on him, a lot of stuff that you guys don't know about that Jamie has sent to our account. All kinds of nasty stuff. You thought the stuff he's posted now, you got to see some stuff from the emails he sent to us, but you'll see it after court. We'll post it. We'll post everything and show you what he was sending us. Yeah. And a lot of that stuff you use YouTube's platform for. So that's the reason why, like I said, after we win the case, which will be open and shut, we'll be done. Especially with the batch numbers and everything else we have against this guy. It's not even funny. Once we get that done and we get that judgment, everything's done, then we go in and we start seeking lawsuits against these platforms here, as in YouTube, Instagram, or any place you popped up, Facebook, that you slandered us at. We'll be going through there and file lawsuits. Yeah, I understand at the end of the day, Instagram is jumping my numbers, but at the end of the day, business is business. And I'm pretty sure they're very reasonable. They don't want to go through a massive lawsuit and get sued. They'd rather just basically just remove this person altogether, give them a complete permanent ban for life. And that's what we're going to request. Any platforms he's actually slandered our company on, or anybody else, I'm talking about PARTAY, any of y'all, we're going to be requesting a permanent ban for life. All right, let's go from here to here. Let's put this on here real quick. And then sit there and say, but no, our reviews are true. Well, they're true. Then where's the orders at? We're still waiting. Why CROW and PARTAY? We got to put that AV on there. AV are accused of fake demonstrations. And we'll finish this off because you only get 60 on here. Now we get 100 due to the fact that they have never placed orders. As we're going to finish it off with. Let me see. Now we got to put something else there more interesting. I'll get on it later. I got a room to paint. Sun's coming up. We got a room to paint. We got things to do. I'm still taping off the environment. We got 3 gallons of Titan to make. We got to paint the ceiling and the floor. We have to do the test demonstration with the projectors. I got to come back in and make more paint, change the walls to different colors, because now I'm realizing that the burgundy walls and the gray trim is not going to be good enough. We need some colors in here to brighten up the environment. So I got to repaint the room all over again. So that's going to be interesting in different colors. So that's going to be fun. So I got a lot of work to do because I got to get this room ready. And I got some other stuff I got to do on the deck that's going to be done. Let's see. And we got the 3 coatings downstairs. We got to display. We haven't got around to doing those yet. So we got a lot of work to do. I'm just getting this out of the way because I told you I'm going to bring this up. The last time we're going to bring this up is next month. That's the last time we're going to bring it up. And that'll be the end of it. Because if they haven't ordered in a month, we already know from the door they're never going to order. I don't even know what the holdup is. Should have had it in 2 days. Like that. With my alarm going off. I'm up before my alarm goes off. Let me see. We need we need channel. I want to look at something real quick. Like I said, we got stuff on CROW and PARTAY of them doing stuff right in the middle of a live stream. I sat there and said on camera, we can't make this up. Literally stuff has happened right in the middle of live streams. When you sat there and said, see, you run your mouth too much. You run your mouth way too much about my business, my company. When you sit there and say, oh, we changed his name. There's a reason why that name was changed. Like, there was a reason why we got 48-ounce containers, and somebody tried to do the same thing, and they did ugly to themselves. Really did ugly to themselves with the 20-ounce containers. We broke that down on exactly how they were actually giving off an extra 16 ounces of paint, a total of out of a gallon, I think, of 64 ounces that they were giving away for free, because the screen size they put down under 148 was a 120-inch screen, which is crazy. And the fact that it takes 4 products to make 1 screen, you have to send out 4 48s. Yeah. And you lost money, a lot of money in that process, and doing that, trying to copy us. Let me see. I want to see from here. Look at that giant screen. Look at that giant screen. 250-inch monster. That's my monster. Y'all don't got that. Y'all displaying screens outside. Okay, let's not go down that road. We already seen that one already. I seen Crow's screen paints outside. We only pulled 2 screens and that was it. One was actually inside and the other one was tucked away on a walkway, and that was it. Partay's got some 120-inch little inflatable screen. We got 120 inches, but we don't use them. The 120 inches are for displaying pictures. The big boy screens are the ones we use, the 150s, 180s, and we do 150s, they duals, something like that. But the screen has to be impressive. It has to be huge because only we catering to customers, we're catering to companies too. So having that 250 monster back there is fantastic because that screen speaks on so many levels. Anybody's ever wanted a true giant movie theater in their backyard, and there you go. That one does it right there. It sparks the imagination. You ain't gotta have the same 250-inch screen, but it still sparks the imagination of wanting to have a theater in your backyard. You know, having that giant experience. That's what people want. But as I said before, the inflatable screen, whatever, blah, 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 250. Yes, right. Test run on the 250. I'm looking for something real quick because I can't go. I'm way over my time. Dagnammit. Hate going over time. I got things to do. Let me see. I need to figure out. It's probably way down there too, in all these demonstrations. Look at that, canceled orders. Yeah, we got tons of canceled orders on y'all. I'm gonna get a book on y'all soon. I am now. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna order all y'all products, both of y'all. Watch out, put that money right back on my account. That'll be up to about 3-4 grand. Yeah, here we go. He called me, confirm. That's 2 days ago. 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since you called me. Yep, that's when he called me. I made the YouTube that day. 3 weeks ago, you called me about wanting to confirm an order, confirm his order on YouTube. That was 3 weeks ago. I told you, we got everything documented. So that was documented 3 weeks ago. You made that call to call my house, waste my time on basically asking for confirmation. Can you buy from us? And 3 weeks. It's funny how it took you, it's 3 weeks for you to process that order, but we got one email from you, one email saying, hey, buy all you want. Go, no problem. Click, 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 click. $1,700 worth of paint we ordered from you right through that link. It didn't take us long at all, period. We gave you a Sherwin-Williams challenge. You know, he had a Sherwin-Williams challenge. The Sherwin-Williams challenge, he was supposed to do the entire strip of 235 on the strip on all his screen paint products. Never did it. What was another one we got over here? Fake emails from CROW. We got you right over here. Pinged your emails. Yeah, we know where he was coming from. What else we got over here? Okay. Yeah, I forgot. He's way in there, man. He is way in there. Right there. Fake information. We put your website on blast. Yeah, that website is a freaking nightmare, man. Oh my goodness, man. And mind you, this is a month ago. I told you he hadn't changed anything in the site. That is a month ago. Timestamp, a month ago. I guarantee we pop into a site, it'll say the same thing we talked about how his shipping policy is only designed to cater to him and him only. It's not for you. I don't know why you people support that joker at the end of the day. It is not there for you. It says clearly in the shipping policy, if it lands on your property, what other way you got around that one? You can sit there on camera and say, well, such and so. No, buddy, you can't say such and so on camera. You have to have this in writing on your website. When that person makes that purchase, it needs to be on the website. What is he going to do? Search through all your videos and figure out exactly where you made that statement? No, you're supposed to have it on the website. That's why I said some of the stuff you got to watch out for. Anything he states has to be on that website. So when you read through it, you know exactly what you're getting at the end of the day. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. Here's another product here, showing him that we put him against the digital one, Crystal Screen Paint. The reason why he can't test against that product, you know why? That's a 7 and 9 year old product. It's an old, outdated product. If he matches that stuff, well, it is going to match. We already did the test over here. Your product is literally 7 to 9 years old, which means he should be charging in the price range of $50 to $40 a quart, as everybody else charges for him. CROW is the most expensive gray screen paint on most expensive. Well, Goose Green has a heavy reputation, so he can't compare himself to that unless he tested his product against Goose Green. That's the only way he can say he's better than Goose Green, but he can't do that yet. I haven't seen him done any other tests at all, period. But anyway, even at the end of the day, he can't beat house paint. I mean, come on, he matched it at grade 773, so that's it right there. Oh man, what was that? Let me see. Let me go back to this right here. This was, yeah, the information about being careful about it. Yeah. There's a challenge we gave him on the black and white paint. He hasn't done that one yet. That still hasn't been done. Where's that demonstration? He hasn't done that one yet. Certified screen demonstration, complete fail in his demonstration right from the door. Good gracious, man. Go on and on with this joker, man. How in the world are you doing demonstrations against screen innovation and you're in the dark while you're doing this? And one of the sample sheets is so bent up, it's coming up black. He did that because the OLED horse is going to come on. He couldn't pull the OLED horse. With the lights on, it washed out. Let me see what we got going on here. You don't need to post nothing else about your website. We got that posted already as a warning. Don't buy through it. We got people reading through your website and they don't even want to go through it. Half of them don't even want to read through half of it. His website is a mess. As I told you before, his shipping policy is insane. One area says $70 surcharge. One doesn't say it. One says 2 to 3. One doesn't say it. There's one section that has nothing in it whatsoever, period. There's no information on shipping. There's nothing at all. There's no return policy. His return policy is a complete nightmare. Basically, strictly set up to cater to him. Lands on your property, it's yours. Never heard that anywhere in any form of website ever. If somebody says, oh, this lands on your property, it's yours, there's no way around it. Yeah. And you want to go around accusing other people of being scammers. Made your screen paint right there. Simple black and white paint mixture. Match your stuff. We ain't even used a tutorial video on that one. We just took a stab in the dark and still landed it. You have to find Partays. Yeah, Partay, we got to get back on your wagon. It's time to get back on your wagon and give you some attention, because I've been hitting CROW with just about everything under the face of the sun. I know CROW is tired of me, but it ain't over, CROW. You have to go in and buy the product. You both have to go buy it. You have to prove that all those demonstrations you done weren't fake, and they were fake. That's what everybody's claiming. Your products, you're fake. You match house paint, then it was a bad week for you, man. Bad couple of months for you. You match house paint, number one. I don't know how you got on camera. You're trying to convince people they're 2 different colors. We checked that form room to see how many customers in there with nothing but trolls in there. So you had nobody in there, no customers. All trolls were in that room, because we know all these people in there. What was the other incident we had in it? How crazy. I mean, and you tried to say it was an off yellow hue. Where was it off yellow? I didn't see anything like that at all whatsoever. Nah. No. And now we're still waiting for you to buy paint, which we're going into about a month. Look at this right here. This is where we gave you the challenge for the 2 quarts of paint. You know how long? That was 2 months ago. 2 months ago, we told him, if you're going to be writing stuff on your website, oh my goodness, we got to come back on this. I'm going over time on this one. We got to come back. We got to dig into this. I'm looking at these timestamp dates. I had no idea it was this far back. We asked you to go and do that test demonstration of showing backing your product up on 2 quarts versus a 300-inch screen. We got to come back in on this. I can kill a little time right here. We can kill a little time. I'll be back. God bless. We got to come back in. It was 2 months ago.